If you were going to cut anything short in your life, do not let it be your prayer time with God. There is literally nothing more important that you could be doing than praying and talking to God. If you're under a time limit on something, if you're worried about something, if you're in danger, if somebody else is in danger, prayer is the first thing that you should be doing, because you are talking to God, the Creator, the one who controls everything. Whatever you're going through, He can handle it. He will handle it. But you've got to pray. You've got to have that relationship. Without prayer, you have no relationship with God. It would be just like having a boyfriend or girlfriend, husband and wife, and never speaking to them, but expecting to have a relationship with them. You can't do that. It dies down because other things get in your heart and in your mind. If you are overwhelmed at work, stop. Pray. Ask God to help you through it. If you are scared about something, if something is going on in the world and you're afraid, stop. Pray. And when I say pray, I'm not talking about speaking the words of a prayer, but still having the worry in your mind. That's not what I mean. I mean to sit down and intentionally talk with God, and do it until you and God are finished. Talk until y'all are finished. Don't get up. Don't say, okay, well, now I've got to go to work. Or, okay, well, now my favorite show's coming on. Or, okay, now I've got to cook dinner. Don't. The beautiful thing about that is that you can keep going through your daily life while you are praying. Talk to God like He's standing there or sitting there with you all the time, because He is. You know, you can, like, the way I imagine it is just having your parent right there with you, right by your side. Having God walk with you through your day. Having God in the kitchen while you're cooking. You know, and you're be talking to Him, be praying. Your child comes in, answer their question. You know, talk to them, love them. But keep God right there with you. And then pick up right, you know, once they ask that little question, keep talking to God. Don't ever close that communication line, because there is nothing more important that you could be doing with your time than praying. Because God will let you know when you're praying. God lets you know if there's something you need to be doing for Him. You know, like if you need to be witnessing to people, He'll say, okay, do this. You'll feel it in your heart. And when you're in touch with God, when you're seeking God's guidance and God's word, you're going to be able to recognize His voice. That's why a lot of people say, I don't know, you know, what if I don't recognize Him? What if He's trying to talk to me and I can't hear Him? It's because you don't spend enough time with God to recognize His voice. And when the world gets louder, you have to pray harder. You have to ask God, you know, ask God to speak louder than whatever distraction is trying to fill your ears, because you want to hear His voice over everyone else's. You have to have that strong prayer. You have to have that relationship with God. And you do it through prayer. And nothing anywhere, nothing says that you ever have to end a prayer. You can keep that conversation, a daily conversation, and pick it up, you know, pick up through the day. And if you get distracted, come right back, because God won't leave you. He's right there with you. He's with you in your car. He's with you at your job. He's with you whenever you're sitting in your living room, whenever you're laying in the bed. God never leaves you. He never goes anywhere that you can't reach Him. And you will never, ever be anywhere that God can't touch you and bring you out of whatever you're in. There's nowhere you can go that God can't reach you. So have that strong prayer line. Let that come first. Let that conversation and that relationship with God come first before anything else pressing that you have to do. Even if it's going to work. If you feel God talking to you, it's going to make you a little bit later at work, fine. Because when God speaks to you, you need to listen. He's got something for you. It's either a blessing, a warning, telling you a way you should go. So if you want to be able to recognize God's voice, you got to pray.